Oh, Mr. Daniel, can you hear me? Hello, Mr.
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm
Okay,
hearing you.
yeah. So we are here today to do pre-election evaluation, and we're gonna do a kind of a recap of our previous shows. And today we're gonna be predicting who's gonna win this upcoming election in Edo State. Mr. Daniel, what is
Hello.
what is your expectation of this upcoming election? It's just few hours away from the actual election day that we have been waiting for. Oh, what's
Uh,
your
uh,
expectation right now?
good. Good afternoon from Nigeria.
Good morning from Canada, Mr. Daniel.
Yes. Expectation is very much high in the camp of Obaseki. It is believed that they will win in a very landslide. But the problem, rumors peddling around, trying to demoralize them, that the election result have been prepared, just waiting for announcement. But those are rumors to demoralize the supporters of PDP. Please, those of you in the diaspora, go tell your people to go out there. Results have not been written. As I speak, sensitive materials relating to the election have not been released. Although we are hearing information that though later the day, those to the riverine area will be distributed today to be guided with security agents to those areas. But as we speak, sensitive materials have not been released. The rumor that results have been prepared waiting for announcement is to demoralize our voters. It is evil and should not be accepted. Please tell your voters, your brothers and sisters to go out there and cast their votes. Buhari has assured us through his statement that the election result will count. INEC chairman was in Benin and during the peace signing of the peace accord, has also informed us
Yeah.
that election will be free, fair, and credible, and they are not going to take side. The Inspector General of Police was also here to assure voters that election will count and the security agents will not be biased. Something happened last night on a civilian watch by some individual who have taken the election as a stake matter to them
Mm.
by getting hold of an APC chieftain who was in Akoko Edo area, who was planning to go there maybe to influence INEC official, were given the insult of his life. So election result has not been prepared to be announced. Your vote will count. Please join us to inform those in Nigeria that their vote will count. We have been assured, even the IG went to the Oba's Palace assuring that their votes will count. So,
Yeah.
what more? These are security agents. If you watch the statement that was sent to Edo by President Buhari and watch that of Ondo, you see a very light difference. Information or alleged information reaching us was that APC was expected to hold their mega rally, but some of the governors they were expecting declined to come. But that information that they were supposed, according to the information, to hold at Garrick Memorial Field, but they turned it down because some of the governors alleged to have been invited turned it down to come. So your vote will count. Go and cast your vote for your preferred candidate.
Mm. Okay. I'm going to read this news about President Buhari. A statement by Senior Special Assistant to President Buhari on Media and Publicity, Mala Gaba Shehu, quoted the president as admonishing politicians to shun do or die affairs in the fight to bring democracy to the next level in Edo State. So the president is encouraging everyone to maintain a free and fair election in Edo State. And he also sent a message. He sent a message. What you sent to me on WhatsApp. Let me just quickly read it for the audience. Okay, a message from the president himself saying, I support Akeredolu and I know he will win landslide. So the president is supporting Akeredolu, the governor of Ondo State. In the case of Edo State, it was a little bit tricky. Edo election, the world is watching. I want a free, fair, and violence-free election. I have told all the parties involved that election is not a do or die affair. So he didn't wish anything to Israel Yami with regards to the Edo State election. You saw what he said about Ondo State, even though both candidates are all under the APC, he didn't wish anything to his candidate in Edo State. So, what will you say about this comment, Mr. Daniel,
It
from
is very
the
clear
president?
that that is why the rumor is peddling around that the result have been arranged by Adan Soshomole, waiting to be announced. They have boasted long ago with federal might. Now federal might is not coming. They are now again to demoralize the voters by saying the result have been prepared. I
Yes,
don't think even in the election, the last election of the governorship, uh, not that the result was prepared. The election was going on smoothly until some forces came that night to do some magic at the INEC office, of which Edo people knew when they came. And in fact, it resulted to a very big riot at the INEC office. So you cannot sit down to write election results where both parties are not signing. You do not know the agent that will be coming to sign for those sensitive materials. So it is a rumor to demoralize. I say again, it is a rumor to demoralize voters from coming. The IG has assured.
yes.
INEC
It's
is
kind of a
chairman for the first time coming to assure. Senate
mm,
chairman on INEC, an APC man, coming to assure that it will be no federal mind, it will be free and fair. So people should go out and vote and don't listen to those peddling those rumors.
I don't listen to Godfather Tinubu, who urges those citizens to reject governor of
Well, the reason why many of us are praying that Obaseki should have the day, it is going to further bring a new era for politics in Nigeria. That you are a godfather. Anyway, Edo has always disappointed their godfathers here. If you remember seriously, our late Chief Anthony Aneni and others, Godfather has not had their way. Now that Oshomole is being taken as a godfather, he destroyed the godfathers of Tony Aneni and others. So God will also destroy his own godfatherism. I don't think is going to have the light of day in Edo. If people are determined, everywhere you go, even up to this morning when I went out to for some urgent matters, it was everywhere's Owagba, we are coming out en masse. Yesterday, even up to this morning, the PDP were holding meetings with their party agents on how to go about the election. So I believe it's going to be free and fair. Just as I said earlier, the president has assured, the INEC chairman has assured, the inspector general has assured. I think this is the first time I'm seeing in an election the inspector general flying to that place to
mm,
address the security agent. It's the first time. I've
yes,
never seen it. Yes, this is the first time.
you see that this
And
election,
he didn't even leave that day. He had to stay back, I think up to 2 or 3 days. Whether he's out now, I do not know. Because he was cautioning the security agent of not taking side with any of the candidates.
yeah, the heat coming from Edo State is, is reflecting on all these people. Okay, that is why they are trying to do their best to ensure security or provide security for this upcoming election in Edo State. You see, the crisis has been there for a long time. They are all aware of it. You understand? That's why they are doing their best right now. Even you can see the presence of international institutions in Edo State right now, like what you said yesterday. People are coming, all eyes on Edo State. That's why they are,
State.
they just want to ensure that there's security, free and fair election in this Edo State election. We hope so that tomorrow everything will materialize, no violence, free and fair election, so that democracy will flourish. We just want democracy to flourish without violence, free and fair election. That's what we want, because when there's violence, honestly, it's going to be ringing. In most cases, violence is also always associated with ringing, because the only way they can rig election is to use talks to mobilize, ballot boxes. I saw one video the other day that I I referenced the video where talks, they would dress, they would wear army uniform, police uniforms, while they will storm polling units during election period, shooting on the head sporadically, scaring people away, voters and workers, snatching ballot boxes. Oh my God, it was terrible. In Kogi State, I saw one video from Kogi State.
In respect to that,
Yeah.
yes, in respect of that, I think the IG, the Inspector General of Police here in Nigeria, is an intelligent officer. In respect of that, he did mention that every police officer sent to monitor the election will be given a tag. Will be given a tag with their passport will be attached to it. So no more wearing uniform without a tag monitoring the election. That
How
was what
how do we know
the
that? How do
yeah.
we
So
know
when you have no,
that?
they will definitely just like monitoring teams,
Mm,
observers, and media covering has a tag. All police officers who are going to be monitoring
mm,
the election will also have a tag, of which their passport will be attached to the tag,
okay.
so
So
as not to have that incident you just mentioned of some thugs putting on police uniform.
yes, police and army.
So yes, yeah. So even if the army, the other security agency joining the police in the monitoring, will also have a tag. In fact, the army has already since yesterday have been on the road in the streets trying to locate themselves in a very sensitive position, doing stop and search. So we do hope that everything, God is already in our favor. Today has been very bright. So we do hope that tomorrow is also going to be very bright without rain, so that we have a free, fair election, the result declared, and the winner announced.
Mm, okay. So we're expecting free and fair election. What else is going on? What about that social media? Have you guys heard from him? Yeah.
Well, that social media, this is, don't forget that a public holiday was declared today,
Mm,
because a lot of voters did their registration in their locality in their local government. So they are expecting the result to be declared tomorrow.
network problem. Guys, just hold on. There's a public holiday in Edo State today because of the holiday, because of the election. Hello, Mr. Denny. Guys, Mr. Daniel will join us again. There's a public holiday in Edo State today. Pre-election holiday.